Hey everybody, Barry here again. More Escalade stuff. A little bit Escalade stuff, a little bit of wiring. This one here is a harness that Hayward dropped off to me. I am in the process of stripping it. I have it completely actually stripped. And now I'm working on the inputs and outputs over here. And the PCM will be tuned. I have everything stripped down. I just got to relume it, put it back together. That's coming out really nice. That harness was in excellent shape, so no complaints there. But for right now, I'm going to pull the cladding off of the back door, the rear quarters, and take this bumper off. We've got a cleaning coming in here tomorrow, so I've got to get this stuff off so I can pull it in with the forklift and hopefully never look at this thing again until I need parts or until it goes to the crusher. I still have to take a lot of parts off this, but it won't be right now. And I'll probably cut this rear quarter out too. I'm going to cut out more than I need because I want to take this gas door, like I was saying before. It's not in amazing shape, but it's not rusted through, so I'm okay with that. This one, yep, it had the same problem that every one of these Cadillacs has. My other black one is the same. I've got button magnets on it, but that'll work. It's rusty, but it's not rusted through. I've got to figure out how to take this cladding off. People were saying chemical adhesive remover, which we have. I was thinking about just driving a blade down between it and kind of pulling it back, and I don't want to break it because there are no more. I'm going to leave it on this front door, as I've said before, because I'll use this front door on the Desperado. That is assuming that the doors from the Escalade will work on a 99 to 06 Chev truck. We'll find that out when we get there. Let's try to get this cladding off. Before I started this, Cass and the girls just showed up, and Chloe has something to show everybody. So Chloe and Lily have to show you something. Lily has a really pretty wool sweater on. She's very proud of it. And Chloe has our first bit of merch on. This is the first sweater that Cass and I have made. Ooh, a toothpick. It might be a wand for a magic mouse. This is our first bit of merch. It has Gut Boost and Station Road Rat Rods. And this is done with a sublimation printer, so it's actually ink. It's not vinyl. Here's Lil again. Hello, Lil.
So it's like gonna stay in it.
Yeah, it stays in. It doesn't peel off. It's not going to wash out. Lily has a bunch of scrunchies.
The only thing that I wish they could like fix that.
Yes?
The only thing that I wish they could like fix is that it doesn't have to be polyester only.
Yeah, it only works on polyester fabric, so we'll make sure we get the right shirts and hoodies and stuff for that. But we are going to start making these soon. I'll come up with prices and let me know if you'd like one.
I like it.
So if anybody would like to message me or like comment or whatever, or send me an email at barrylambert987@gmail.com, you're more than welcome. And I will have actual props done up like this in all of the designs that we have. And we'll be able to do hats, shirts, mugs, sweaters, plates. I said hats. Hats. And also really cool stuff like fridge magnets and puzzles and posters. It's really cool stuff like that. Coasters. I said posters.
And I'm gonna have a piggy one.
And Lily's gonna have a piggy
Yeah.
So
Chloe's gonna have
they're non-slip coasters.
Please. They're non-slip, and I know that because Dad accidentally messed up on one and it was like backwards, and he gave it to me, and it's on our little blue table that me and Lily use for like arts.
Yep.
And I had the table upside down and it did not come off.
Billy.
Why would you pull my shirt off my video? So I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff done up, and we'll see what everybody likes. And plus I'll do some video game stuff too, because I love that. Look at here. Craig helped me take off the driver's side back door cladding, and it came off really well actually. Man, they glue this thing on. They do not want it to come off. 1/2 inch wide or 3/4 wide probably adhesive here, double-sided. then it goes down along the door, then there's another piece right here, and then another piece on the bottom. So there were a couple clips right there. Well, it was actually only one left, but there's supposed to be 4. One came off, and it was 2 rows of 3/8 wide by the looks of it. Double-sided tape. Took off a little bit of door there. All in all, these doors are in good shape, so if Grandma slams into me, I can at least use this door on the black Cadillac to save the thing. Door's not great down there, but it's not rusted through. Bottom is not great, but also not terrible. So I'm going to pull off, Craig's going to give me a hand to pull off the other side, and then when I get this back bumper off, Cass and I will probably pull off those 2 back sides and then pull the tail lights out of it. But yeah, it is working. So if anybody has any insight on these front doors fitting a GMT 800 truck, let me know. If these doors won't fit my truck, then I'll just pull the cladding off, put it on other doors. But these are in really, really nice shape. Like, they are not bad at all. There's no squats in them. There's no dents. Some kid named Carson scratched his name into my other truck, but not this one. So I'll use these doors. And like, look at the bottoms. They're basically rust free. So I'd like to use these. Plus, they were built in Texas by Texans. Jorge approved. Just realized I forgot to tell you how we got the cladding off, because I had to go on Google and YouTube to look for how we did it. So I might as well show you in this one in case you're here looking for it too. What we did was grab the heat gun, put it on number 2. It's pretty hot. I wouldn't want to stand that far away from it. Looks like a toaster in there. And just kind of put it along the edge a little bit at a time. You can see I did damage the door here. It's not dented, it's just kind of scratched, because I used various surgical precision tools to remove the cladding. It didn't really damage the edge. Rolled it up a little bit here, but I'll just sand it off, you know. Like I said, I'm not planning on using this door, so I'm not really concerned. And there's paint coming off because I used the heat gun, but also not really a big deal because they're not going to be white anyway. So we got the rest of the cladding off. Cass doesn't like being on video and she's here with me today. So we went ahead and worked on this. The back cladding is off. I've got the forklift running so that I can pick it up and pull it out. There's no steering shaft on it, so I can't even get Cass to steer for me. But we got the back cladding off. The hitch, all of that stuff there, it's all in really good shape. And the bumper is off. Over here, the bumper is absolutely cooked. Like, you know, it's not great, so I gotta see if I can separate that. But look at the reason why I didn't want to use the white body. That's it right there. You know, this is all completely, just completely cooked. So, oh, I forgot to cut this out. I gotta do that quickly. I got it out. That was awful. That was absolutely awful. Cass is going to take the camera now and video me pulling this thing out in case I crash or flip the forklift over or I have metal in my eye. Wear your safety glasses. By the single cab.
Wherever you want, but do you have flash? That
yeah, hit the I squat on the back gate a little bit. But not bad though. Is it better if I turn off this big light? I can't hear you. erotic. Forklift before. We didn't break it. We didn't hit Craig's Tesla. That's a bonus. Oh, it was weird sitting inside. What?
I'll go open the door for you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I might as well let you off, hey. So Cass is going to open the door for me, and then we're done here. The Cadillac is out. I cut the side out of the fuel filler spout. There was like 19 layers of metal there, so I wasn't ready for that with a 5.5 inch sawzall blade. And we got like every part that we need now for the black Cadillac and for the Desperado build. There is another Escalade badge on the back, so I'll have a couple more letters that I need. And I don't know if any other vehicle has the same font as the Escalade. I'm sure it wasn't like a proprietary font, so if like a Nissan Sentra has the same font letters and the same size, well, you know, they're always at Walmart parking lot, and nobody cares about their Sentra or if there's an E missing, you know, that kind of thing, right? So, all right, let's go get this forklift in. But you may notice that it's a little bit brighter now than it was when I pulled the forklift back in, and that's because it's tomorrow. It's today after yesterday, 30 seconds ago. So the Cadillac is outside. It's very mild now, actually. It was really, really cold yesterday, and now it's like 1 degree, and the snow is wicked heavy. Like, look at this. And it's like really damp. Ugh. I suck at this. Cadillac's out. Woohoo! Oh no, I ran over things. I think that's a headlight bezel off a Chev. Yeah. Anyway, this is outside. This stuff is all out. That is disgusting. What a mess. Look how many layers of metal I had to cut through to get this thing out. Everything in here, like that's all, this is all that nice flammable glue stuff or urethane or something that goes up like a flint while you're welding pieces in, and it scares you because the whole vehicle catches on fire. Stay. So I got to tear these Escalade letters off, but I don't want to yet because right now I know where they are, and I know they're going to be there the next time I do this. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to deal with this wheelbase issue. The Cadillac is 3 inches shorter than a short box truck. So this truck here to here is 3 inches longer than that one there to there. So I don't want to make this frame longer, mainly because none of my trim will fit. I'll have a 3-inch gap somewhere in all my trim, and I don't like that. I know there's going to be a little bit of a gap anyway because of course the pan has a gap. I have a 6.5 foot box here, or 6'5" or whatever, I can't remember what it is. And then I've got the short box there. Could I potentially cut the front off of that box 3 inches longer or shorter or whatever, and weld it onto that one to make that a little bit longer, because this short box and that cab is too short for that. So what do I do? Nothing fits. Everything sucks. Of course I knew that it was going to take fabrication. I think the cab was going to bolt on. That's it. Everything else is going to be difficult and tedious. But let's look right here. We were talking about before, the gas cap is right there. I'm going to flush that. Gas cap is going to go back here. The same as the Cadillac had, because the cladding will come down, tip, it'll sort of dip right here for the gas cap and then go to the tail lights. That's actually a Ford bumper, and that's why it's still on it, because Chevy bumpers never last that long. Here's the 5.3 that's, yeah, it's still there. Look how heavy that snow is. Like, it's stuck right to the side of the truck. I don't like snow. So I'm gathering up a lot of parts, and it's really cool to have that Cadillac off the frame, or at least unbolted from the frame, so that when I'm ready, I just lift it off, pull the frame out, lay the, I call it a shed now, back down on the ground, and then I store parts in it. Because of course that's just a parts shed now. Moral of the story is I'm done here for today. I'm gonna go on to something else. I've got a harness that I'm doing for Hayward, he's putting a 5.3 in a square body, which is gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be a burnout machine, I'm sure. So thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks my YouTube members and patrons. If you want to check out my Patreon, it's patreon.com/stationroadratrods. And again, if anybody would like to contact me about merch stuff like shirts or hats, cups, that kind of thing, just leave a comment and then I'll get in touch with you. And thanks for watching. Have a great day, everybody.